Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So in today's video we will be cleaning out my garden, which is in desperate need of a little TLC. So today I'm going to go over the step-by-step process of what I like to do while cleaning the garden. So first things first, I'm definitely going in to pretty much rip out all the weeds and overgrown grass that are in there. Sometimes, rocks and debris, little trash gets caught in the garden. So I like to make sure that, all those things are removed so the garden can be healthy for the next year. So whatever is left, I like to throw away in the pile and just making sure that everything looks good. And the rabbits and squirrels love to eat my plants. So after everything is clear and I've ripped most of the weeds and gotten a lot of debris out of the garden, I just like to make sure all the soil is completely smoothed over and everything looks pretty fresh. And once everything's completed, I like to go over with my special little garden tools right here and just continue to dig out any of the deeper roots that were in the soil. Sometimes those little buggers are hard to pick up, so I need a definite little help just to make sure I'm able to get all of the roots that are in there. And it is okay if I don't get as many as I would like, but for the time being, I just want to make sure everything looks good. So in this area right here, I just like to make sure that all the plants are upright. And whatever is dead, I like to remove from the flowers. So yeah, they gotta go. So once everything's done, I'll just toss them aside, put them over there in a little pile. And then in this area, I like to make sure I'm completely delicate and very sensitive, but I still want to make sure that all of the excess weeds are good. And in this area right here is where I like to make sure I cut all the weeds and plants, the stuff that is just dead and this doesn't need to be there. So I'll put those away. And then when I'm done, I want to make sure I'm cleaning up my mess, make sure everything is put away. And at this point, I am ready to open up my first bag of soil, making sure that there we go, nice and cut. So once the bag is completely cut, I like to go ahead and pour the entire bag of soil onto the garden. Once everything is all good, I like to go in next and make sure the entire thing is smooth evenly, making sure that any excess dirt or everything is covered, making sure everything's even, nice and good. So yeah. Now once everything is nice and even, I'll go in and get my hefty garden tool and just kind of work the soil into the dry ground, kind of mixing those components together. So that way, when everything settles, all that moisture can set in. And now I'm ready to open up the second bag of soil, so that way I can get the second half of the garden. And in the second half, I'm going to make sure that I am definitely as careful as I can, because those petals are very sensitive and definitely need a little more TLC. So once this bag is open, I'm going to go ahead and start here because there's a little section that I missed that definitely needs a little soil coverage. So now I'm definitely going back in, making sure that this area here is nice and smooth. Everything looks good. So at this point, I have made my way up to the front of the garden. So I feel pretty good about how everything's looking. And as I said earlier, I want to make sure that I am very, very careful with the flowers underneath, making sure that they get the soil and moisture they need in between. Once everything's good, I'd like to go in and just do a final review of how the garden is looking, making sure that everything looks nice before we add some water to it. So now I have filled my water canister with water and going in and just giving it a nice even pour water, making sure that all the areas are completely saturated and everybody gets a little drink. So once I have finished watering, I am all done. So now I can just look at everything I've completed and feel good about it. So I'm really happy I was able to just take the day, a very nice day, have a little coffee, and just look at how everything's turned out. I've had this garden now for about 3 years, and I am very proud of the progress in which it has bloomed into. So it's very, very nice to just take a look and just see all the love and work I've done over the last couple years. And this is the final result. Everything's nice and saturated, looks great. And I just want to thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next one.